to the Telegraph Studios. Today we're talking to Mark Bergdahl from Loyalty Consulting UK. Particularly we're going to focus on loyalty cards and the big retailers. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
About 10 years ago, the then chairman at Tesco, David Reed, said that without club card, that it's like flying blind. He knew nothing. You'd have thought some of the PR Tesco have had in the last few years that somebody there's got impaired eyesight. What's gone wrong with club card?
Simple. They broke the promise.
Oh, yeah.
Loyalty is about a long-term promise, and they've broken it clearly. There was a time when you got your loyalty mailing from club card mailing from Tesco. When you opened that envelope, it felt very familiar. There were offers in there that, how did they know I wanted that? And when you talk to anybody who is a long-term club card user, they will identify with what I've just said. Today, you open that envelope, it's not the same. It really isn't the same. So they've broken the promise. They don't seem to be using the data in the way that they were, number one. And number two, they've cut the rewards. Very significant move that they made 2 years ago, which has had, I believe, a dramatic effect on people's trust in Tesco.
So Mark, let's cut to the chase here. Since recession, isn't price the only thing that customers really care about? And shouldn't retailers be investing in price wars ahead of any loyalty scheme?
I'm afraid to say a very simplistic look at loyalty on the high street today. You've had commentators say, Tesco's, why don't you just cut club card? It will solve all your problems on the bottom line. Well, it isn't as simple as that. The answer is this. You need both. You do need to be price competitive, because loyalty won't help you if you're double the price of the competition. Loyalty helps differentiate the organisation. It helps you feel, your customers to feel rewarded, wanted. It adds that little something extra, to coin a phrase that Tesco use. But this is simply what most good retailers need to focus on, is actually delivering a good price, a good service, and rewarding their customers in a way that will make me keep coming back.
Are they rewarding them enough? I mean, you spent ages collecting points and not getting much for it. Also, you've got to carry around several cards in your wallet or purse. I mean, why is it worth the effort?
So, I think if you look at the data, and this is where we always talk to our customers, the data doesn't lie. The fact of the matter is, many of the customers of large retailers with successful loyalty schemes are seeing very good levels of what we call redemption, trading in of points for a discount or something for free, and those schemes where customers engage on a regular basis, food being a good example, we all have to eat. You do collect enough points to make a difference, and the numbers speak for themselves. Up to 70% of all customers of somebody like Tesco do carry their card and do engage with Club Card. But for those retailers where the relevance of loyalty is questionable, because I don't go there very often, yes, we have an issue.
I mean, it seems to me sometimes that some operations still require you take a paper thing to the checkout. In 2015, that sounds a bit old-fashioned. I mean, why hasn't there been an explosion in kind of apps, the mobile loyalty kind of guy?
Well, I think there are two issues here. Number one, I don't think that the market for mobile apps is mature enough yet for people to want to invest big time in that, and obviously with all of the pressures today on costs, that's another reason. But you're right, the time for paper coupons is fast disappearing, even though today still, particularly female consumers, still like to collect coupons. So again, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it is time to move forward and actually address all of the channels that the customer wants to work with, both paper and electronic. The market is changing. There's a lot of young consumers out there. We need to be relevant to them as well.
How do you make yourself relevant to the young consumer then?
It has to be the mobile phone. At the age I am, I presume most people could say that that's why I'm not a good advocate for the mobile phone. But even I realise that what it's about is not about the mobile phone, it's about convenience and ease of use. And the mobile phone gives you that. So retailers need to embrace more the technology, but not at the expense of losing the other end of the age spectrum, who today wouldn't feel terribly comfortable with that. So I don't think, unfortunately, anybody can do one or the other. They have to do both, and they have to integrate it.
So to wrap up, if you were advising a big supermarket chain or a big shopping centre of what should happen in the next 5 years, what would your advice be?
It's got to be about relevance to the consumer. It's got to be about convenience. It's therefore got to embrace the new technology that we see today. And so therefore, if we look at the various schemes that we have on the high street today, with let's stick with the supermarkets, let's bring them into the 21st century, because they are still all a little bit archaic. And there are plenty of opportunities to do that through the mobile phone at the point of sale. We've already got payment by the mobile phone. Where is loyalty?
Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you.